Hey David, how are you?
Hey, very good, and you?
I'm good.
Very much. Okay, so as you already know, my name is David Tabacznik. Right now I represent Imbicon. I'm the manager for distribution for Imbicon for the reverse tap mechanism. How are you doing today?
I'm good, I'm great. How are you?
Very good, very good. It's a pleasure to be here with you. So I know you've been a general manager for Boston Pizza for the operations of all of Ontario. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I became store manager at one location about 10 years after I got my degree of finance at York. After being a manager for 5 years, I finally made it to director of sales and operations for all Boston Pizza across Ontario.
Oh wow, that's really impressive. I actually did go to York myself as well for a business and finance degree also. And I've been hearing a lot about your success story here at Boston Pizza. It's really impressive. It's a massive chain, and I feel like the product that I have for you today might really interest you in terms of how to be able to increase the operational efficiency of your business and make your financial results even better.
I can't wait to hear about it. Let's get into it.
Okay, perfect. So Imbicon right now only holds the reverse tap, and basically we just have the authorized distribution all over Canada for it. Basically, this is a game changer technology that allows you for dispensing beer from the bottom of a glass instead of your conventional one that comes from the top, right? So this allows for a controlled foam, zero spillage. And to illustrate this a little bit for you, we do have a demonstration for you. So come on, let's watch it, okay?
Okay.
It's this circle and it's reason why we use it.
Thank you so much for
Cheers.
Wow, very interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. The technology seems to work perfectly.
Yeah, so this is correct. So this new method allows you to control the flow of foam from a computer, right? So it means that you can decide what customer, the amount of foam that they get on their beer, zero spillage, and the most important thing is that it's hands-free, right? So the server doesn't have to be serving the beer at the time. So, I mean, a lot of businesses can benefit from this in terms of time servings and lead times. So right now, to understand a little bit more of your current situation in terms of your operational efficiencies, how much beer would you say it gets spilled right now during the process of serving?
It's hard to tell. Maybe 5 to 10% of the keg is wasted.
Wow, exactly. So 10% is a big loss, right? So that means that 10% of your keg, you're just basically losing money just because your current system of dispensing beer does not have a control foam, that can be regulated. So our system versus the traditional tap does allow you for you to do that. And it also, in a third party that we did study, we were able to find that our machine versus the traditional tap, you could serve up to 8 to 14 pints more of beer just because you can control the foam. So I have the study that we did with the third party here. I would just like you to, take a quick read at it.
Okay.
And then tell me what you think about it, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So now after seeing this, I do need to ask you some questions about your current status of what the business looks like right now and maybe any type of projected desired state so we can see if we can fill that gap that you currently are at, right? So first of all, we have to determine your proper allocation of resources. So right now with your traditional tap, how much time does it usually take you for your servers to actually serve a beer?
I would say anywhere between 20 to 25 seconds.
Okay, perfect. That's probably the average. So our traditional tap mechanism allows you to serve the beer within 8 seconds per cup. The thing is that we have certain dispensers that allow you to serve 4 up to 8 cups at the same time, right? So that means that the server can save up to 8 beers in 8 seconds at the same time, hands-free. And that time that he's saving, he could do it at other tasks, right? So he could be doing other or taking care of other customers, which is, a huge, significant amount of time savings. So would you say that during busy business hours right now, customers currently have problems with the serving times in your businesses?
Yeah, sometimes the bar gets bombarded with multiple orders and we only have a few employees that can actually serve alcohol.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. In terms of the business needs, would you say that currently you're away from your desired serving times?
It's relative and it varies constantly. But yeah, we would like to be faster and provide better quality of service.
Okay, I understand. And would you say you get a lot of angry customers because the lead times are very long, and some of them might even leave the premises?
Yeah, this has happened unfortunately. It's the service industry, so it's hard to please everybody.
Okay, perfect. I understand what you mean. So basically, the bottom line here is that you can use some new technology that would increase the operational efficiency of your business and save you time and save you money, right? So we can make our service to be provided at a faster pace with our reverse tap, and we can deliver that by also reducing the level of waste that you have on your kegs. Would you think this would have a positive impact on the financial results on the locations of Boston Pizza that you currently have?
The margins sound great, and the study seems very compelling with the numbers, and the fact that we can serve up to 8 beers seems incredible. However, I can't help but to notice that your reverse tap machine is significantly more expensive than our normal tap. On top of that, we would also need to buy additional glassware as we need special cups, correct?
Okay, so you're saying that it is a problem in terms of the price of the machine and then the additional cost of getting the cups, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Yeah.
I completely understand your concern, and it's a valid point. Definitely, manufacturing is something that has to go into account here, and it's because of the fact that it's proprietary technology that is newly developed, right? So it does come at a higher expense. However, you can't really compare this machine that we're offering you today with your reverse tap because they're not apples to apples. One of them is saving you time, right? Saving you time that translates into better efficiencies for your business. It translates into happier customers and better lead times for the overall performance of the restaurants, right? So you can't really compare them like that. Plus, you get to upsell the fact that your profits per keg are going to be greater because you don't have any spoilage on your kegs, right? So better margins there. So I understand that your price is a little bit of a concern right now. If it's an inconvenience for the future of us making this deal possible, we can look giving you a quantity discount or maybe an installation discount if you feel comfortable with the price. For the cups, I don't really want to touch on that point because the cups are not more and more expensive than your traditional cup, and you don't have to worry about shatter because they're really strong material. So just to get a little bit of your perspective in terms of the price, I do here have a customer testimonial. This was a customer that installed a couple machines in his restaurant a couple months ago, and he gave us a very nice review with some numbers, so I would like you to also see this.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so basically here you can read how the savings of the beer waste and the increased lead times and better efficiency of the business actually paid off for the machines in the long run. So what the customer is saying here is that it took him about 3 months to recoup his investment at the premium he paid for getting these machines, and obviously the customer is really happy with the outcome of that these machines have had in terms of his business operations. So right now, in terms of the price, would you say that you feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that the machines in the long run would pay out from themselves?
Yeah, that's good. And it does make sense. Besides, new technology is always at a premium. Now, the technology is great. However, I have some doubts about the claims your company makes. I was doing some research, and it appears that there are the exact same products out there that fill cups from the bottom up, so it's not proprietary technology.
So I'm glad you brought that point. So you're basically saying that you've noticed that there's a certain type of products like this in the market, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, perfect. So there is another company that is called Bottoms Up. This is an American company, and they have a similar product with what we offer, but it's not the same. The major product differentiator that we have is that Bottoms Up only works through magnets, not through pressure. And the disadvantage of using magnets instead of pressure is the fact that you cannot use glassware with the magnets, right? So if Bottoms Up were to offer you this product, they would only be able to serve the beer in plastic cups. And I don't feel like that would correlate with the brand identity that Boston Pizza has, right? There is a couple of videos that we have that can explain you further differences between what it is to use magnets and what to use with pressure, but it's really not a concern. There are different products and different patents. For now, does this address your concern?
Yeah, that clears things up. I just wanted to be 100% sure.
All right, perfect. So I'm really glad you like the product, and I would like to get down to business. Okay, so here we do have a proposal for you in terms of what we expect and what we can think that we can accomplish with you and what the benefit for the business would be. So right now, the business proposal complies with having 8 machines per location. We decided 8 machines would fit because of the amount of brand beers that you have on each location, and then we would like to get this rolled out in 10 locations within the GTA within the next month. Right, so the installation process could begin as soon as on Monday if you give me the go, and then we can install it in the 10 locations, run some tests, measure the operational efficiencies and the benefits that you have within the products using the reverse tap in the 6 months. And then if it works, we would like to roll this provincially within 1 year of the installation of the first machine. So let's make a deal.
Well, the number of machines is accurate, and the number of locations I can deal with. I'll make this order, but I'm not willing to pay for any glassware nor transportation fees. It's too costly.
Okay, I understand. So the initial proposal says 10 locations. So we can definitely work with you around that. Let's make it 12 locations instead of 10. And what I'll do is per each machine, we'll give you 500 cups for free. I won't charge you for the cups. And then I'll also waive any type of transportation and installation fees for you if we're willing to sign this deal today.
Okay, you have a deal, David.
Perfect. I'm really glad you made a really good choice today. So how this is gonna roll is I'll personally call my manufacturing. Okay, they'll get with you in touch on Monday, and we'll get in touch with each functional manager for a specific branch. And we'll take care of the installation within the next 2 weeks. All right, and I'll follow up with them, making sure that the installation process runs smoothly. And then basically after, we'll just conduct a test study. After all machines have been installed, I'll personally take myself care of also training the personnel in how to use the machine itself. Very low involvement, so it's really easy. And then you'll receive my call on Monday once the first machines are on the way.
Okay, sounds great.
Perfect. I really appreciate your time, and you've made a great choice.
No, thank you. I enjoyed our time today.
Bye-bye.
Bye.